Why too much detergent is quietly destroying your washing machine. You open the detergent drawer. You pause for half a second. And then you add a little extra. Because more detergent must mean cleaner clothes, right? Mechanically, that decision just put your washing machine on a countdown timer. Not for years from now. The damage starts today. And the worst part is this: you will not see it. You will not smell it. You will not notice it until the machine is already dying. By the time your washing machine starts making noise, the damage is irreversible. Let's talk about what you are actually doing inside the machine. Most people treat a washing machine like a magic box. You put dirty clothes in, add soap, and clean clothes come out. But mechanically, it is a precision system built around one critical component: the drum bearing. To understand why your habit is destroying this part, you need to understand the engineering. The inner drum of your machine, the part that spins, is suspended inside a watertight outer tub. It is connected to the motor by a metal shaft. This shaft passes through the back of the outer tub. And right there, at the connection point, sits the bearing assembly. This bearing allows the drum, which can weigh over 20 kilograms when wet, to spin at 1,200 revolutions per minute without shaking your house apart. It is a masterpiece of engineering. It is sealed. It is lubricated. And it is protected by a rubber seal called the spider seal. Now here is the mechanical reality detergent companies never explain. Modern washing machines use very little water. They are high-efficiency heat machines. They are designed to use concentrated detergent. When you add just a little extra liquid or powder, you are overwhelming the machine's ability to rinse. The machine fills with water, but the ratio is wrong. The cycle finishes, but the detergent is not gone. It stays. Microscopic layers of alkaline residue adhere to the outer tub. Not where the clothes are, but behind the drum, in the dark, wet space you cannot see. This residue is chemically aggressive. It attracts dirt, lint, and mold. It forms a thick, slimy sludge known as scrud. This sludge builds up exactly where the shaft meets the bearing seal. Over months, this alkaline paste attacks the rubber of the seal. It dries it out. It cracks it. It compromises the integrity of the barrier. Once the seal fails, even microscopically, the countdown hits zero. Water, mixed with detergent sludge, seeps past the seal and enters the bearing housing. Bearings are made of hardened steel balls encased in grease. They are incredibly strong against physical force, but they are incredibly weak against chemical corrosion. The detergent water washes away the protective grease. The steel is now exposed to oxygen and moisture. Rust begins immediately. This process is slow, silent, invisible. Your washing machine continues to wash clothes perfectly. The lights work. The buttons work. The drum spins. But inside the housing, the steel balls are becoming pitted. The smooth surface is turning into sandpaper. Months pass. Then one day, during the high-speed spin cycle, you hear it. A low grinding sound. Like a jet engine taking off in your laundry room. A dull rumble that vibrates the floor. At this point, you think, I should call a repair technician. But here is the financial trap. You are already too late. The bearing is not a simple part you can swap out like a filter. In modern machines, especially front loaders, the bearing is pressed into the outer tub at the factory. To replace it, a technician must completely dismantle the entire machine. They have to remove the panels, the electronics, the motor, the suspension springs, and split the outer tub in half. In many modern models, manufacturers have sealed the outer tub permanently. They welded the plastic shut to save manufacturing costs. That means you cannot replace the bearing. You must replace the entire drum assembly. Let's talk about the invoice. The part might cost $200 or $300. But the labor? It is a 3 to 4 hour job for a professional. When you add the service call fee, the parts, and the labor, the total bill often hits $600 or $700. You can buy a brand new machine for $800. This is totaled. Your machine is mechanically totaled, just like a car in a crash. And the technician will look at you and say the words you don't want to hear. It's not worth fixing. Buy a new one. So what killed the machine? It wasn't a defect. It wasn't overloading heavy towels. It wasn't planned obsolescence in the motor. It was the detergent. Too much of it. Every extra spoonful you added was a chemical attack on the rubber seal. Every wash cycle added another layer of corrosive sludge. And you never felt it happening until the invoice arrived. This is why manufacturers print those tiny lines on the detergent cap. And this is why they beg you to use heat detergent in small amounts. Less water means less margin for error. You are operating a high-precision chemical reaction, but you are treating it like a bucket and sponge. Now let's be very clear. This damage is not theoretical. It is the #1 reason for premature washing machine death in the world. And it is entirely preventable. So here is the utility protocol. Action 1. The 2-tablespoon rule. Stop trusting the detergent cap. The lines on the cap are often marked for massive loads that don't exist in reality. For a normal load, you need about 2 tablespoons of high-efficiency detergent. That is it. Any more, and you are feeding the sludge. Action 2. The cleaning cycle. If your machine smells musty when you open the door, the sludge is already there. You are in the danger zone. Run a tub clean cycle with a specialized machine cleaner immediately. Do this once a month. You are trying to dissolve the chemical buildup before it eats the seal. Action 3. Ignore the foam. Marketing has trained us to love foam. We see bubbles, we think clean. In a modern machine, foam is the enemy. Foam cushions the clothes, reducing the mechanical agitation that actually cleans them. And foam leaves the most residue. If you see suds left on the glass door after the cycle finishes, you used too much. Your washing machine does not fail suddenly. It is slowly dissolved from the inside out by the very substance you bought to clean with. The grinding noise is not a warning. It is a funeral march for your appliance. The invoice always comes at the end. Stop paying it in advance.